Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Dive into AI with Meredith. I am Meredith Hurston. I'm super excited to be here this Saturday morning. So, as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I have been doing a series called Dive into AI with Meredith. I intended for it to be a 12-week series. And so it is going to be 12 weeks, but as it turns out, this is going to be season one. So, we're going to be coming back with more dive into AI with Meredith in the new year. So, I'm super excited about that. And the second thing I'm super excited about is I am launching on YouTube, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, LinkedIn today. So, we are bringing the show to LinkedIn. So, welcome to everyone that is tuning in from LinkedIn. I'm thankful that you're here. This has been a successful series over on Facebook and YouTube. So, I thought that I would bring the party to LinkedIn because I am definitely looking to consult and train with people in the space that are interested in learning how they can implement AI tools into their business workflows. So, super excited to be here. Happy Saturday, everybody. And my normal scheduled time to do these lives is Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But this week, I had a special invite that I could not turn down. I was invited to attend a special event with our governor here in the state of Maryland. So I couldn't turn down the opportunity to volunteer for that event. So I had to reschedule this live. So in a different time slot, but that's okay. I know the people that rock with me, rock with me. So I'm excited that you guys are here tuning in today. So just say hello down in the chat and let me know that you guys can hear me and let me know where you're tuning in from. And we are going to get into what we're doing today. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys my so I see a thumbs up. Thank you. I don't know who it came from, but thank you. So, I want to get into what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be showing you guys the Christmas prompt guide that I created for Midjourney. Hey, Kirsten, how are you? TSP fam, blogger fam. We've been rocking for a long time. Thank you for being here. So, we're going to get into the prompt guide that I created to help people get started with their AI art tool. So, I have a couple of different links that I'm going to share with you. If you are new to artificial intelligence, I have an exclusive toolkit that you can download and kind of get you acclimated to the various AI tools, ChatGPT, Midjourney, Claude AI. Those are three of my favorites that I use. I would say I probably use ChatGPT on a daily basis. Are you laughing about that blogger fam comment? What is it? Blogalicious 2012, I think, is where we connected. Good morning, Keith. I think it was in Las Vegas, if memory serves me correctly. Yep. Awesome. So yes, glad that you're here. And I've been seeing some of the designs that you've been doing in AI cursing, and they look really good. Um yeah, so excited that you're here. So yeah, you guys can get my exclusive toolkit. Uh yep, we were in San Antonio. Was this Wait, was it San Antonio? Maybe. So maybe it was the second one I went to because I remember Las Vegas. So maybe we did connect in San Antonio. Yep. So because the first one I attended was in 2012, I think, in Las Vegas, and then I went the next year, 2013, which was San Antonio. So cool beans. So that's where you can get my exclusive toolkit. And if you guys are interested in getting the Midjourney prompt guide, but I want to show you that tool first, and then I'll drop the link so that you guys can download that. But that's what we're gonna get into today. I'm gonna hop over into Midjourney and give you guys a demonstration of how we can how you actually use the prompt guide. Um, to create your holiday images. And I've been doing some work, but I just went to the printer yesterday, one of my local printers, to talk to him about setting up my holiday cards because I want to offer holiday cards, like custom holiday cards in bulk with the art that I designed for this year. Because I've been sending out my own holiday cards for the last couple of years. And people are like, these are gorgeous. Like, do you sell these? So I decided that I am going to make my holiday cards available this year. So excited about that. Um, but let me hop over, let me move some things around on my screen and make sure that I'm ready to share. Okay, so the prompt guide. Okay. Okay, here we are. So I have the prompt guide that you can download. And so it just kind of gives you, this is the first page, it gives you an introduction to what this is and oops. Okay. Yep, it gives you an introduction to the prompt guide, how to use it. And then on the second page, you get some resources for how to use Midjourney. There are about 20 different resources here that you can tap into. And then here are the prompts, and there are 10 prompts in this guide. And so let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see the images. But if you download this, you get the images as a part of our guide. Okay, so you can see the images. So we have a lady here. She's decked out in her Santa hat, and then we have Mr. and Mrs. Claus here. And then we have another example of Mr. and Mrs. Claus in a little bit of a different style. And then we have an example of the Three Wise Men, which I think would make a great holiday card. That's one of the cards that I'm planning to offer a similar design in my holiday cards. We have Mrs. Claus. Um, we have a little angel. Let me go back. We have a little angel here in his white and gold, a little like a little cherub. And then we have another picture of Santa Claus. And I don't know, that's a younger lady. I don't think that's Mrs. Claus. Supposed to be Mrs. Claus, but she looks a little young for Santa. And then we have a couple that's decked out in their holiday attire. You can actually do Christmas backgrounds. Um, and so these are some of the designs that are examples of things that you can use, or examples of images and prompts that you can use to create your own art in Midjourney. So what I want to do is today just kind of show you how to use this tool. And there's a couple of ways that you can use this tool. So you can actually right click on this image. Let me see. If you right click on the image, you will be able to save the image. Yes, when you click on it and highlight the image, you are able to save the image to your computer, and you will actually be able to use this image as a prompt as well if you choose to. But if not, if that's a little too complicated for you, you just simply take the image and we're going to go over into Midjourney, and we're just going to copy this image. And I'm going to bring up my Midjourney where you guys can see that. So we're just going to do /imagine and just paste this prompt. So let's take a look at this prompt to see what we're kind of expecting. A gorgeous, mature African American plus size woman with dark skin dresses Mrs. Claus. And I put Santa's wife in parentheses just to give it some more definition. And pop art style from a talented graphic designer, hip hop influenced, curves, festive pose. She is wearing a long, fashionable winter coat designed for Christmas card. So we are going to spin that, and I'm just going to add repeat to. And what that is going to do is run the prompt 2 times. So while we are waiting for that to run, does anybody have any questions this morning about the prompt guide? Actually, let me grab the link for you guys and share that really quick um, while that is generating. I'm going to drop it in the chat. And depending on where you are, sometimes I know it shows up on YouTube, but I'm just going to add it to the broadcast here. So you can grab it here. Go to reclaimedai.com/Christmas prompt guide. So let's take a look. Let's go back to I heard our Midjourney is done. I heard the sound go off. So let's go back over there and see what's happening. I'm going to move myself over here. I think that'll make things a little easier to see. Great, Keith. I'm glad you got it. Okay, so let's take a look at these designs. I moved myself because I think I was in the way. Thank you, Kirsten. So, okay. So I like number one. You can't really I can see the white fur around her hat, but I don't see the rest of like the Santa hat, but that's still a nice look. I think that looks really nice. Let me see. Number two, she looks good. She's got like some like salt and pepper mix going on in her hair. I love number three. Her outfit is absolutely fabulous. She looks like a fashionista. And I like number four as well. So these are great. I think these would make like some nice dolls or something that could go into like a scene, like if you're trying to design like a Christmas scene for a card or something like that. I think those will look very pretty. So let's take a look at the second batch. So the second batch looks good too. So number three stands out to me because she looks like she's ready to go skiing. She looks like she's at the ski lodge. And number four looks good too. Her dress is really short, but she's cute. And then number two kind of reminds me of is it it's an old show, I think before my time. Is it Dick Tracy? Like one of those detectives, the guy used to wear the hat and like the black coat and he would stand in front of his car. That was kind of like the iconic like image I remember from the show, but I don't remember the name of the show or what the guy's name was. I want to say it was like Dick Tracy or something like that, but that could be totally wrong. But I think she number two looks good and I like number one as well. So these are great. So that's what you get from that prompt. So let's go and grab another prompt. Um, okay. So let's go and try to do a Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Excuse me, you guys. Okay, so just gonna grab that and go back into Midjourney. And I'm curious to know if we have any new Midjourney or people that are new to Midjourney that have not played around with the tool yet or just getting started and have some questions. Because I have a masterclass coming up tomorrow called Midjourney Made Easy that will help you. Uh-oh. Let me see, what did I do wrong? Slash imagine. I want to repeat number two. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. Yep, there we go. I didn't add the number two. Yep. Okay, so that is spinning. So yes, I have a masterclass coming up tomorrow called Midjourney Made Easy. It's going to be from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to go through like how to set up your Midjourney account, how to get into Discord and get your settings set up in Discord. We're going to go through all the things. We're going to go through the interface. So if you have not ever used Midjourney before, this is a great opportunity to learn a tool. And if you're interested in if you're interested in like creating like some Christmas cards or just like some holiday art, now is like a prime opportunity to do that. Okay, so let me see, we have a question And Kirsten, if you use 32K or UHD in your prompt, do you still have to upscale it? That's a great question, Kirsten. So it depends. I use Upscaler a lot, so I use Gigapixel as my preferred upscale tool. Um, but you can actually upscale in Midjourney. Like you can upscale. I think it goes up to 1024 by 1024 when you upscale it, because I think these images, it kind of depends. So we're using 16 by 9 for this particular design, but let's take a look at these. Sometimes it kind of depends on the image, but I can show you a trick to get the best resolution image from Midjourney. So let's see these chibi dolls. So, oh, I didn't talk about the prompt, but yeah, we're creating, let's go look at the prompt first. So we're doing an African American chibi Santa and Mrs. Claus. So chibi is a style of character. Um, it's kind of like I think it's like anime influence, but it's like its own genre of character. So we want the Santa and Mrs. Claus to be in the chibi style. And I asked for sable colored skin because that's going to help it give us some melanated people, and that's what I'm looking for my Christmas cards designs. I want to create African American inspired art or African inspired art. So the sable colored skin is what's going to help me get that dark complexion, the melanin. They are standing together with Christmas decor, vector art, wearing traditional red outfits with the Santa hat. So then I have AR 16 by 9, which is the aspect ratio. So that's going to make it more wide, because in Midjourney, when standard, like the standard Midjourney tool is going to give you a square image, which is like 512 by 512. So we want this to be more wide than tall. So because there's two people, that's usually preferred. You give it more space to create your people, and you can kind of see everybody, and it's less likely that they'll be cut off, and that will give them some space to like have a background in the back, and it's not just going to be close up on people. So that's why I chose that aspect ratio. And then the S stands for stylized, and we're doing it at 500. So that's about mid strength, because the stylized option goes up to 1,000. Up beta, Midjourney puts that in there on its own, and then this version is version 5.2. So this is the most recent version of Midjourney that's available, and so these are the designs that we got. So it mostly captured the melanin comment, and three of the four. This is not Santa over here in number three. I don't know what is going on with him. He's just a little chibi dude. He has on a scarf and some ornaments in his hair, but he's just a chibi dude. He's not a Santa. So, this is Santa. He's kind of cute. This really looks like Santa here in number two. In number four, he's just he's a chibi dude too, with the Santa hat on. But I would say number two captured the essence best of what I was looking for Santa. And Kirsten said they're cute. That's a Santa helper, new age Santa helper. I agree. So let's see what we got in the second run. So it's not really picking up on the skin tone like I want, but it's doing okay. So yeah, I think number one, these are like some new age elves or Santa helpers too. They're cute though. And number two, I guess we kind of got the essence of Santa there, but he doesn't have on his outfit, but he's got that nice beard and on his hat, and a little Santa helper girl here with him, and they have a little lantern. They are cute. And then this looks like, I would say, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, although she looks a little young. And then this one is cute, but I would play around. If I wanted to keep him, I would play around with his eyes a little bit, because the eyes look a little scary. So I probably actually, um, just kind of for the sake of uh, showing you guys a little something extra, let's upscale number four. Kirsten, you like two and three. Yeah, I really like number two. I like two and three as well. I really like number two. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a feature called Vary Region. So what we're gonna do is click here on Vary Region. and it's going to bring up the image. So what I am going to do is highlight his eyes, and I'm going to change them to brown. So we're just going to get his eyes here. I want to make sure I'm getting all the red. There we go. And I'm just going to put in brown eyes because we're masking out this area only to work on. So I'm just going to say brown eyes and see what happens. So just put in brown eyes and click the arrow. Uh-oh, it's about to give us fits. So let's go with the rectangle tool and do it like this and see if that's going to work. Okay, so it did accept that. So while that is generating, let me see if there are any questions. So welcome to our new viewers, and I'm super excited to be on LinkedIn today. This is my first time doing LinkedIn Live, so I'm super excited to be on LinkedIn and bring Dive into AI with Meredith to the platform. So welcome to all our viewers on LinkedIn. So this is still generating, so we'll give it a minute to finish, but it does look like it captured the essence of what I was looking for, which is great. So actually, I'm gonna go back to this. So it's done. So let's take a look. Yep, so they gave him some brown eyes. So I would say out of these, I like number 4, I think the best. Because number 1, some of these look a little, have a like a purpley tinge. So I think I like number 4 the best. So let's upscale number 4. And then I am going to do Vary Region again. I want her skin tone to be darker. So I am going to highlight her face. Oops, let me undo that. Actually, I'm just going to use a square. So I'm going to do like this and cover her ear, and cover her forehead and her hands. And say dark brown skin. And let's see if that darkens her up a little bit to match more with our Santa. Oh boy, we might be in trouble. Maybe, or maybe not. It really changed her face a lot though. It made her face a lot slimmer. This is interesting. Well, it's still generating, so I'm going to give it a chance. I mean, so it made her really pretty. So, especially number 3. Number 3 is gorgeous. It took that chibi style away. Oh, and number 1, her eyes are beautiful. They're so big and bright. They're beautiful. Um, but it took away the style, like the chibi style for the most part. But she's very cute. I love her. So I'm gonna have to take her and work with her a little bit, probably. They did give her a whole new woman, right? Which I was not expecting that because all I asked her to do was change the skin tone. Number 2 has her side eye going good, but yeah, I mean these look nice, but not really what I was looking for. So actually, I'm gonna go back to the very region because it'll still be highlighted, and I'm gonna say chibi woman and see if that keeps her keeps the style. Because what is happening otherwise? I mean, they gave us a whole new character. So while I'm waiting for that to generate, I'm going to go check out LinkedIn just to kind of see, make sure that we're live there and there are no issues. Yes, we are. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it's still generating. It's still generating and it's looking a little better. Okay, so they're done. So I find this so peculiar and interesting. I don't know what happened. So I would say number three is the most chibi like, but I don't like her expression. So we're gonna move on from that one and move on to another prompt. But that is how you can generate chibi dolls, and you just have to play with it to get something that exactly that you're looking for. So actually, what I want to do, I want to show you guys an example of how you can do an image prompt. So before we move on to our next prompt, I'm going to take that same prompt where we just did the chibi dolls, and I'm going to save this image to my computer. I'm just going to save it to the desktop, and I'm going to call it Chibi Santa and Mrs. Okay, so that's saved on my desktop. So I'm going to go back to Midjourney and I'm going to click this plus button. I'm going to do upload a file and we're going to open here. So we're going to let that process. So it's uploaded. So we're going to right click on this and we are going to copy the link and I'm going to do /imagine. And we're going to add that image as a prompt. And so what we're going to do is scroll back to grab this prompt. So what we're doing is we're using a combination of a photo that we have that we like. We're uploading that as a part of the image prompt. So we're using an image prompt as well as text prompt guidance. So just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to turn the stylize up to 750 instead of 500. And then I'm going to repeat twice. And let's see what we get here. So yes, we want to run it twice. So while that is running, I can tell you guys more about the class that I'm offering tomorrow, which I'm excited about. So, oops, let me go here. So, tomorrow is called Midjourney Made Easy. It is from 3 to 5 p.m. And I will get you guys the link so that if you're interested in registering, it's actually a part of the prompt guide as well when you download the prompt guide. But I want to give you guys this link too, where you can go learn more about the course. Now we'll drop this in the chat here. So it's at Reclaim It AI /step/Midjourney Made Easy. I should create a bit.ly link for that. It's a little late for today, but I need to create a bit.ly link for that. That's a reminder to myself. Yes, let me give me 1 second, Kirsten. So I have to get on my phone to do that because for whatever reason, I go live with Ecamm Live and it doesn't allow you to post to your personal page. So I'm streaming to two different places on Facebook. I'm streaming to I'm streaming to my personal page as well as as well as my Facebook profile, and it goes to my Facebook profile, but it doesn't go to, or I'm sorry, it goes to my Facebook page, but it doesn't go to the my Facebook profile for some reason. I don't know why Ecamm does that. But I'm gonna hop on from my phone and I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm doing it right now. So you make sure I'm in the right place on my personal profile. Okay, so it should be in the chat now, Kirsten. Yep, here it is. It's in the chat now. Okay, so let's see what we were able to get using the prompt and the image together. Okay, great. I'm glad you got it. So this is the first one. Let's look at the first set of images. So these look cute. So Santa has on glasses. So this first image is kind of cute. I think I would change the color of his glasses, but well, they match his belt buckle. So I like it. I like it. It doesn't look bad. Number two is cute, although he doesn't have on a traditional outfit, but I think we could do some in painting and just change that out. We could swap that out to red. Um, the chibi girl in number two, her face isn't, I don't know, it's not really giving me what I want, but she doesn't look bad. Number three, he doesn't look as much like Santa Claus as I would like, so these are okay, but you can play around with them. Let's look at the second batch. So number one really kind of looks like Santa. So does number two. And number three looks, I would say, the most like Santa that I've seen with these images that we generated today in this chibi style. The girl, so I would take like one of the Mrs. Clauses from number one and mix them with this Santa from, or the first set of images that we just generated. And I would mix it with this Santa because to me, this Santa is the best looking chibi doll out of all the ones that we've generated today. So I think these look pretty good. So that's how you can use like an image as inspiration, in addition to your prompt. And sometimes you can just run the image by itself. So why don't we do that? Let's run the image by itself and just see what we get. Let's just copy text and do /imagine. And I'm just gonna paste. I'm gonna remove all of the text prompt, and I'm just gonna run the image itself. And I'm gonna repeat it. Oops. Oh, so it's gonna make us add. Interesting. Okay. So we have to add two prompts. Or I'm sorry, two images. I didn't know that. Oh, so I guess they want you to blend it. Is maybe what it is. I didn't really want to blend it. But okay, Midjourney. I'm going to change this to dark sable colored skin. So that's interesting because I thought you used to be able to just run a prompt with one image, but maybe they want you to do two. So why don't we find another, let's do this style. This style is going to bring them more inside, put them in like a home environment. So let's go back to our What are what are they doing? Why is it 3 p.m.? Okay, Midjourney, you hallucinating now. I have not really known Midjourney to hallucinate before, but this is a little interesting. You never know what you're gonna get with these AI tools. Sometimes they go off the rails. So we have a family, a Claus family, Santa and two women. I'm on LinkedIn, so I'm not gonna entertain that. But okay. I don't know what Midjourney is doing. That's not what we asked for. Okay, so a cute African American chibi Santa and Mrs. Claus with sable colored skin. They are sitting in a cozy living room, and they are color. There is a colorfully lit Christmas tree with fireplace in background. Vector art wearing red and with a Santa hat. So the image that kind of goes along with this, what we originally generated, is this. Oops, I was trying to make it bigger so we could see the picture. It was this here. So Santa and Mrs. Claus sitting in front of the fireplace with their two little, I guess these are little, I don't know if they're cats or dogs. It's hard to tell, but two little animals. So let's run this prompt and see what we get. And I like to run it times two just to kind of see the variations that it will give us. And when I'm really kind of in a groove, I'll run it like I'll repeat, 3 or 4 times. It depends on the work that I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing a demonstration for you guys here. But if I'm creating art for a project or for a customer or something like that, I'll run it, several times to make sure that I'm getting some good quality images. So we are about, I guess we're a little more than halfway. Uh, through our session today, but I just wanted to show you guys if you're interested in attending or if you're interested in our Midjourney Made Easy class, which is coming up tomorrow from 3 to 5 p.m. You can get it here at this link, Reclaim It AI /step Midjourney Made Easy. Um, and if you are new to AI and want to get some AI tools. Whoops. Where are my comments? I don't see my comments. And you want to get some Midjourney tools, you can go to, nope, I lost my comments. Oh no. I don't see what happened to my little comments that I had preloaded. So, you can get our toolkit at Dive Into AI, or no, it's bit.ly.com/dive into AI. So let's take a look at our renderings. Oh, these are cute. I really like number two. The lady looks, so I see that the girl, the Mrs. Claus, tends to look a little younger, much younger than Santa. So I'm gonna play around with that prompt to see how I can get her to look a little more mature and to match, um, to be similarly situated. So she looks, a little equally yoked with her Santa. I don't like the idea of this older gentleman and this much younger lady. That's not the style of art that I want to have on my card, because keep in mind I'm creating these designs to be like Christmas cards. So I think number one is cute. Not exactly the look I'm going for. Um Number three is cute though. And then number four, we will have to rework his face because he has on like the half glasses situation going on. We will have to fix that in the end painting. In addition to end painting, like when you get images that you may not particularly care for, you can try to fix them in Midjourney itself by doing end painting. If that doesn't work, you could take it over into another tool like Photoshop or even Procreate. Like if you have an iPad, you can do Procreate, and that will help you, update your designs. Hey, Tiara. Happy Saturday. Wondering if Midjourney been drinking this week because she been acting crazy. Yeah, like girl, what is happening? Thank you for being here. And thanks, Kirsten. So, all right, so let's see what this second batch of images, what it's looking like. Okay, so Santa, they trying to get him like the young, a younger cat daddy. Hey, Tiara. um, they got him. What is number two? Funny. Um, and so number three, Santa is cute, and little Santa's helper here, she's holding her phone. She like, I'm busy, Santa. I don't have time for you. And I like the facial expression on number four here for the lady. The guy's facial expression, he doesn't look like Santa. So none of these are really what I'm looking for. But I like number four. The lady in number four, she's really cute. So I probably would isolate her out from the image, and that's a little bit like more advanced editing. Like if you're a graphic designer or have photo editing skills, you can definitely like extract her out and turn her into like a scene or something. Like if you're building a scene of characters to create a card or something like that. If you have the skills to do that, that goes beyond the scope of what I teach right now, but that's definitely a possibility, like when you get images. So that's what I love about artificial intelligence and using tools like Midjourney. You can create different characters or create different looks, and then you can edit them further, like in the Adobe suite. Some stuff you can even do in Canva. Canva is more to lay things out and add them into documents, and you can, stylize them and do some light editing. But when you're getting into heavily editing images and doing layers and masking things out and stuff like that, you probably want to do something like Photoshop, or Photopea is a free like browser editor and stuff like that you can use. So there's a bunch of different options that you can use to edit your AI images if you generally like the image but need to make a little light tweak to it or something like that. So let's get into our next prompt and make this smaller. Get back to the document. Here we go. So let's go on to the next page where we have this three wise men. So I am going to pull this prompt and bring it over into Midjourney. So slash imagine. And if you want the prompt guide, let me know. There's a link in the chat for it, but I'll drop it again. So three wise men African American traveling by camel towards the North Star in app icon style. And the app icon style is what gives you like that square. It's gonna be more so like vector art, or kind of like flat art, and then it doesn't always put it in a circle, but it's gonna give you like when you think about your phone. So it's gonna be a phone app style type, situation. So that is what that prompt does. So I'm gonna do style 500 just to see what that does, and then I'm gonna do repeat 2, and then I think we're ready to spin. Yes. Okay, so there's a question in the chat. Oh, it was great being here for a little time. About to head out to run some errands. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Tiara. And I will see you next time. I'm gonna be back this coming Thursday. Okay. So let's see what this is spinning up. And so I was telling you guys at the top of the broadcast, I don't know if everybody caught it when I was first getting started this morning, but this past Thursday, I had to reschedule for this morning because I volunteered at a special event on Thursday with the governor of governor of our state. And so I just couldn't turn down that opportunity. So I'm like, I have to rearrange my schedule so I can serve at the pleasure of the governor. So that was super exciting. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Are they done running? Yep, they're done running. Okay, so I like the color aesthetic of these. It's pretty. You see one. So we have four camels. We have four people. So that's not exactly what we're looking for. And then number two, it looks like it's kind of hard to see. It's a pretty picture, but it's kind of hard to see. Um, and this is the sun. We want the North Star, so this is giving us sun. So this is not exactly what we're looking for, but so so number one, it's a camel, but it's almost like the man is merged into the camel because you can't see the camel's two front feet because of the way his coat is kind of like, or his wrap is hanging down over the camel's feet. Number two looks a little too celestial. I think we need to bring over, and I don't know if it's because I stylized this so heavily. They are pretty, aren't they, Kirsten? It's not exactly what I was looking for, but they are pretty. I will say that. It has more like celestial stuff in the background, which I was more so looking for the North Star because if you look at this picture, I mean, I guess maybe this looks like a sun, but it's supposed to be the North Star. So I wonder if I brought over the image, how that would be. But I want to show you guys the rest of the prompt. So let's move on to this pop art style. I like these styles of images. They can be fun. Um, so let's do slash imagine. And remember, the prompt guide is really just to give you um, like some inspiration. It'll get you started, and then you can kind of like tweak it to your preferences to get what you like. And you can also pull over the image as well as addition to the text prompt, and that'll help you get closer to what you see exactly in the prompt guide. But you're never going to reproduce exactly someone else's image in Midjourney. I guess that's one of the beauty, it's, I guess it's a pro and con about Midjourney. You can't replicate someone else's image. You can take inspiration from it, like you can use it as a reference, but you can't take their exact image. Even like if you have the seed, which is a little bit more of an advanced technique, you can't get someone's exact image. So that's kind of a pro and con about Midjourney. There are some other tools that will allow you to bring over exact images like Stable Diffusion, Playground AI. Those tools will allow you to bring over an exact image and then you can iterate and prompt on it and change things from there. But that's not one of the current capabilities of Midjourney. And I'm not sure if that's something that they're going to introduce into the tool. Maybe, maybe not, but that is one of the, I guess, advantages or disadvantages of Midjourney. So does anybody have any questions so far about the prompt guide or about using Midjourney, about creating holiday art, or maybe tell me about what you're planning to do like for the holidays. Are you creating like custom cards, or how are you planning to use your art that you create for the holiday? What projects do you have in mind? I know I'm gonna have three different cards. So yes, I will drop it again. Um Give me 1 second. So these are our pop art comic style. So number four is cute. I like her pose. I like her dress. She has on a Mrs. Claus dress. She looks really cute. So I would just The only thing I would change here, I would probably try in painting to remove one of the tassels on her hat. But other than that, she looks good to go. And I like number 3 as well. Number 3 is cute. She has white hair, curly white hair. So Kirsten says she's working on calendars, notebooks, and holiday cards. Awesome. Awesome. Please inbox me the link when you get those all together. I want to see. Um, and number one, I like her face, like that. The top part looks good. I don't particularly care for the clothes they gave her on the bottom, like the shorts with the wraparound skirt. That's not quite it's not quite together. But I think that would be a good example of turning it into a dress. So we would do that in painting. And then number two, hmm, it's not bad, but it's not really speaking to my spirit. So let's take a look at the second set of renderings. So I like number 4, just looking right off the bat. Number one, number one is kind of fun looking, but I'm not sure what's going on with her pose. And number 2 doesn't have a hand. What's that? Her right hand? Lord, Midjourney is on one today. And number 3, I like number three's expression. She's cute. So I actually really like number 3. So I'm going to play with her. So let me upscale number 3. And then we are going to inpaint because I want to fix the bottom of her dress. And I'm trying to think, how do I want to stylize her dress? Let's take a look at her. Yeah, she's cute. I love her expression. She looks really great on top. And I love the boots. So we have to figure out what we're going to do to her dress. Let me see. Because I don't want to change. How do I want to do this? Let me see. I'm going to do. Because I just want to change the bottom. Oops. And I don't want to mess with the boots. I don't want to mess with the top of her dress. So we're going to leave it like that. And let me see. Festive. Festive skirt. I'm going to say festive red skirt to match her Santa hat and top. I'm going to say for Mrs. Claus. Having to think on the fly. Okay, so let's see what that gets us. Hopefully nothing too wild. Hopefully something that's going to work. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to go with red skirt and see what happens. Oh, I think we might have a winner. It looks like number 2 is going to work. And let me grab the prompt guide link while we are waiting for that, and I will drop that in the chat. Okay, Kirsten, I just dropped the prompt guide link in the chat. And that is a free resource, by the way, for any of our viewers can just grab it at let me highlight it here at Reclaim It AI slash Christmas Prompt Guide. ReclaimItAI.com, I'm sorry, slash Christmas Prompt Guide is where you can get our tool. Okay, so I like, out of these four, I think I like number 2 the best, but it needs some work. But just I'll work on this a little bit more after the fact because we're getting close to time, and I want to show you guys a couple of more of the prompts, show you some examples of a couple more of the prompts, so I can work with her a little bit more later to refine the skirt. But I do like the way this is coming along. I think this is gonna be cute because I like the way she's posed and all of that. So this is a good look for me. So I think I will actually put her on a card once I get her skirt situated. um, okay, so let's do our little cherub. And I think I want to switch this up. I want to make this a girl because it looks a little bit like a boy right now. So I want to make this a girl. So I'm actually going to copy the prompt, and I'm also going to save this image. So I'm just going to save this to my drive, and I'm going to go here and click upload a file. I'm going to click on my Christmas cherub and just hit enter to upload the file. And so then I'm going to do /imagine, and I'm going to paste in my prompt, and I am going to right click here on my image and copy the link. And I'm going to put that link right at the beginning. So just copy paste that there and put a space between. And so I want the aspect ratio to be more like for a card, so I'm going to do 5:8, and we are going to repeat ×2, and I just want to see what this gets us, see if it looks more like a little boy or a little girl, and we're going to run that prompt. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I got a little bit of a late start because I had to update my eCam, and the background was giving me challenges, which I still didn't get right. So I'm going to have to reach out to their support because I normally have a virtual background behind me when I run these broadcasts, but for some reason it wasn't working for me today. So I don't know. I think these are going to be cute. They still look a little boyish, so I think I'm going to ask for, well, no, they all don't look like little boys. But I think I want to ask it for a little girl to see how it changes. Oh, these are cute. Oh my goodness. Number 2 looks so innocent. They are adorable. Okay, so that's what that prompt will get you. And here's an example from our second render. I really like number 4. Now his hand might have one of his hands, what is that? The right hand might have some issues. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the right one. It looks like his right hand has some issues, but overall, number 4 is really, yes, number 4 is really cute. And I would probably try, so give you guys another little, show you guys another little feature. So what I'm doing is upscaling number 4. Oh, and Kirsten, you asked me about upscaling earlier, and I wanted to circle back to that. I forgot, I'm sorry. So we're upscaling number 4 right now, and I want to zoom out on him. But what you can do is I would say the best way to get the highest quality image in Midjourney. Where's my? Okay, we're gonna go to midjourney.com. That's not what I want. I want to go to the showcase. No. So if you go to the showcase, let me sign in. I'm not signed in right now, Kirsten. Sorry about that. Let me sign in. And once you sign in, um it'll take you to your midjourney.com profile, and from there you you can upload your images in the app. So let me pull that up. Okay, so I'm signed in. Okay, so we are looking at my my Midjourney profile. And so what you want to do is click on the image, and then you can download from here. Or you can also, another good way to get the best quality image right in Discord is when you click on the upscaled image, click open in browser. So it will open your image in the browser, and you can kind of take a look at the resolution here. So this is going to be like, those two ways are the way to get the highest um, resolution image from the system, either from saving the image here, or going to your Midjourney profile and downloading from here. If you just download right out of Discord, um, like if you were just to right click and save image here, is usually not the highest resolution. I think it's like 72 dpi, but you can use gigapixel is what I use. You can open the image up right in gigapixel, and you can upscale. I want to say, I don't have it open right now, and it's a I don't really like to run gigapixel when I'm doing a live stream, especially because I'm streaming to 4 different platforms today. I don't want it to crash my computer because it's a very resource intensive program, but it's a desktop program. It's called Gigapixel, and I can send you the link for it if you're interested. It's a $99 one time fee, but what it does, it will allow you to upscale. I want to say like 16 or 32 times. It can get really large. So like if you wanted to do a blanket, or like um, a wall image or something like that, it will allow you to upscale up to I want to say up to 32 times if I'm not mistaken, but you can get really large. Um, so are these print worthy when you open in browser? It kind of depends. Um, let's see. This one I would say no, because it looks a little grainy, and I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think you can kind of see the graininess and pixelation. It's not clear. So I would not deem this to be picture worthy. I would definitely upscale this in gigapixel. And I may be able to record a video to show people how to use gigapixel, or how I use gigapixel to get the best quality images. But this one, I wouldn't think so, no. But sometimes they do come out um, to be, print worthy. It just kind of depends on what you're working on. Okay, so what I wanted to do with this one is I'm going to zoom out times 2, because I want to see if I can get the rest of his wings. And while I'm waiting for that to run, and I'm going to wrap up with this one because we're a little bit over our 1 hour time, but um, let's play around with this and see what we get. It's still rendering. Number 2 looks like it might be give me the rest of his wings and kind of not a lot of stuff around it. And some stuff I might be able to edit out. It's still rendering. Is it done? Yep. Okay. So number two, I think is really cute. Um, I'm undecided whether or not I like the candles, but number two is really cute. And we can always remove the candles if we don't care for them. So I'm upscaling that one. And I think that would make a really cute Christmas card. Yeah, that would make a great Christmas card, I think. And I probably would yeah, I would take him over in the gigapixel. So since I'm coming towards the end, or since I'm at the end of the live stream, um I'm gonna pull up um gigapixel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this image and I'm gonna open it in gigapixel. But if it crashes the system, you know why. If it does something like hooky to the live stream, you know why. It's because I opened that really big program. So what I'm gonna do is go to my file manager and I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna say open with gigapixel. Hopefully it, yes, it's called Topaz Gigapixel. So it opened in the other screen, but here it is here. So it's a desktop program. Let me make it a little smaller. Oops. Uh-oh. The wheel is spinning. It's a heavy program. So I'll inbox you the link, Kirsten, because we're connected on Facebook. So I'll inbox you the link once I close down out of this live. But yep, it's called Topaz. It's by Topaz Labs, but I'll send you the link. And it's $99 for a one-time purchase. So let's make this a little smaller. So we can see. So what it does, it will show you on the left side is the original version, and on the right side is the upscale version. So it'll show you like what it'll look like if you decide to upscale this way. So that is the original, what you're seeing there. So if we go here, this is what he's going to look like upscale. So there's a few different versions or a few different choices. You could do like standard, and sometimes when you click these buttons, again, this is a heavy program and I'm doing live streaming on 4 different platforms. So this may be a little sluggish. It may not work this sluggish. It'll probably work a little faster for you on your system outside of a live stream environment. So this would be like the standard look, but you have the option here to upscale times 4. So it'll tell you the size. If you upscale times 4, so the current image size, the original image size is um, 864 by 1376. So that's, I think it's a 5 by 8 like aspect ratio. So if you want to upscale it times 4, it'll give you 3456 by 5504. So let me just see. If you want 300 ppi, let's see what that would be. What size you could get. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a nice number. 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 300 will be 11.5, and then 5504 divided by 300. So you would be able to get an image that's 11.5 by 18.4 inches. um like if you wanted to put it on like some wall art or like a blanket or something, if you wanted to use this image, you could upscale it times 4, and this would give you 300 ppi, which would be high quality print. If you upscaled it times 4, you could upscale it even larger. um to if you wanted to produce, like if you were doing a print on demand item or something like that, if you wanted to get a print of this, you can make it much larger. So this would definitely look high resolution. If you're just doing like a 5 by 7, Christmas card or something like that, this would definitely be high resolution for that purpose, because this would be well beyond 300 ppi. And 300 ppi or DPI, some people say, is what you're looking for when you want high quality resolution. So this is what it would look like at 400, or I'm sorry, at upscale times 4. And let me see, what does it go up to? So you can go all the way up to 23 times the size. Like you can upscale it times 23. And I don't know if that's for just this image, or if that's like the scale that it does. I want to say it goes up to like 32. It might depend on the image. So this is like, they have different models that you can use and different settings that you can play with to tweak to your liking. But I think this looks really good, like with the standard upscale. I was trying to compare it to the high resolution. And then they also have art and computer generated images. So let me see. It takes a couple of seconds for it to update. So I think I like the standard compared to the high quality. Well, let's take a look at the art gen, or the art and computer generated images. So it's still up. You can see down here it's still updating and doing its thing. So it's not quite ready. So this I'm not entirely sure that I like. I think the standard looked better. I don't know if I could tell. I think I would just probably stick with standard. But we would need to tweak his little fingers, because he got some stuff going on with his fingers here. So we would have to modify those on this hand. We would have to modify, this hand looks good, but we would have to modify this hand because his little fingers got some stuff going on. But other than that, this looks good. And so all you do once it's done updating is, that's like the final resolution, and I think it looks good. So you just click apply, and so that is going to save your file um, back to, so it doesn't overwrite your files, it gives you a new file. Oh, and I think I'm telling the tale because it overwrote this one. But they have the settings where I don't have my settings correct. You can have it keep your original image, and it will also give you the upscaled image. So that is how you use Gigapixel, and I will send you the link if you're interested in getting a copy of that, Kirsten. So if there are no other questions, I am going to close out Dive into AI with Meredith this week. I thank you guys for hanging out and rocking with me. Super excited to be on the LinkedIn platform, and I'm going to be back this coming Thursday. Let's see, what day is that? I will be back this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Let me give you guys a date really quick. October 19th. Thursday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be back for the regular scheduled broadcast, and I'm going to continue broadcasting on LinkedIn. So thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next time.